This video contains harsh language, specifically English. Warning! The following video contains opinions, and they could even be contrary to yours. Please remember that even in the heat of the moment, it's about opinion. If you watch the whole video and you still don't agree with me, well, feel free to sound off in the comments. Just don't be a dick about it. Opinionated mates. Is the golden age of video game collecting over? This is something I've pondered, because I don't know whether I'm remembering things incorrectly or not, but there was a time that you could go to a boot fair, a jumble sale, a charity shop, and you could pick up something wild and wonderful. But now, it's all FIFA and Madden, and it's all sports games or expansion packs for The Sims on PC, and that's it. That's all you find in the charity shops now. Gone are the days of finding Game Boy, Game Gear, Master System, Mega Drive, and when you do, they're labelled up really expensive. And it's got me wondering, are charity shops looking online and seeing these inflated fake online prices on eBay and going, well, it's worth that? So at the end of this Opinionated Mate, I'm going to show people exactly how they can get a realistic price guide for what something is worth. But first, I want to talk about whether or not this golden age of collecting is over. Because in some ways it isn't. I go to my regular haunt, Level Up Games, and I'll buy games by the truckload. I bought Sega Saturn and Nintendo DS Japanese games last week. I bought a giant box of them. They're out there. Things to collect are out there. Games to collect are out there. But the key thing is I went to a video game shop. Somewhere that knows what the games are worth, knows their value. And that's what's different. I go to a jumble sale or a boot fair or a charity shop, and people have such ridiculous notions of what games are actually worth that sometimes I can't help but think, are they just looking at the first price they see on eBay? Are they seeing that Yakuza 2 listed for 200 quid on Amazon and thinking, well, it must be worth that? That's one thing I don't like on Amazon, is that you've got the listings new and used, and then you've got collectible. What is with that heading? Because these people put the game down under collectible. If it's new, it's collectible, right? If it's new and it's in the seal, it's collectible. If it's used, but it has the signature of the game's designer or something on it, then it's used. It's not collectible, it's used. Surely collectible would define both new and used copies of the game. It's such a ridiculous heading. Collectible. All games are collectible. Regardless of their condition, all games are collectible. Occasionally you'll find that charity shop that is selling PS2 games for £1 each, and you freak out. Where I am, that very rarely happens. The charity shops around here are abysmal. So when I see PS2 games for relatively cheap, I end up duplicating games that I already have because I panic buy. I think if I don't buy these PS2 games now, I'll lose the chance to get them. So yeah, I'll panic buy and I'll get that third copy of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 because its value is £5 and I'm getting it for 50p. But it's so rare to find that these days. It's so rare to find games at a reasonable price at a charity shop or a boot fair or a jumble sale, because people have this strange notion of what games are worth, this incorrect notion of what games are worth. It seems to work though, because I've seen Mega Drive games being sold for £5 or £10 in a charity shop, and within a week they're gone. Somebody's bought them. But I wouldn't be surprised if that somebody came in and bartered. If that person came and said, look, it's not worth that and you know it, sell it to me for less. I wonder, because there's no way that someone will go into a charity shop and go, oh, a Mega Drive game for £10, that's worth that. Very much doubt it. I look them up. I go into the charity shop and I see a game, and I see the price they're asking for it, and I look it up. Oh, CEX sells this for 75 pence. It's so hard nowadays to go to a charity shop around here and find PS1 games, or anything at all retro. It's all Xbox 360 and PS3, and it's all shitty sports titles. I have no doubt the charity shops are getting lots of stuff in, and they can sell it quickly and get rid of it. It's because they want so much for things that I think that they're having a hard time shifting stuff. And then you'll walk in and you'll see the same FIFA game there for 5, 6 weeks, 7 weeks, and they're asking £2 for it. It's like, that's not worth the plastic case that it comes in. I walk into a charity shop, I see PS2, I get excited, and then my heart sinks. Sometimes you'll get Grand Theft Auto 3. Be like, yeah, that'd be pretty cool if I didn't already have it. As promised, I'm going to show you how to get a realistic price on a game. So, you go to a charity shop, you go in there, and they've got some really rare-ish PlayStation 2 game. Let's say they've got Ratchet and Clank on PS2, right? So you search Ratchet and Clank on PS2. They look there, they go, £6. Oh, look, 10. 10, look at that, 10. Look, it's 10. 10, look at that, 10. 10. I'm seeing lots of 10s. Oh, 10. 10. Ratchet and Clank, oh, 25, yeah. They're not really looking at anything like this. They're not looking at the side. Ratchet and Clank, oh, look, £37. They don't pay attention to the fact that it says sealed, right? Here is how you get a realistic fucking price. Are you ready? Sold listings. £2.70. £4. £5 sold. £1.81. It's really not that hard. So okay, some games are worth it. Look, Tombi, 120, that's sold. You know, 93.71, that's sold. 47, that's sold. Look at that, 117, sold. Some games are worth that, alright? Some games are worth it. But not your Ratchet and Clanks, and definitely not your fucking sports titles. This has been a public service announcement from Opinionated, mate. But that's just my opinion. What's yours?